Hello. Hello, 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 hello. We are go. Hello! And welcome back to some more Factorio. I just hopped onto the save so that I could have it here, sitting on the continue, and I realized it's been 3 weeks since last time I streamed. Scheduling's not in my strong suit. But anyway, here we are, slightly motivated by the fact that my friend Paleo has been playing some more Factorio, and it motivated me to keep playing more. Wait, what? What the fuck? How? How is my mic only coming out of the left? What? How the fuck? What? Are you sure? Hold on.
Is it better now and with more correct sound now? This should be better if you are correct that it's the wrong mic. Good. Then, yeah, that probably also explains the directional thing. Yeah, no, that much better, much better. Fucking thing probably switched over to my goddamn webcam microphone. More than likely. I need to disconnect that fucking thing. Anyhow, back on track. I wanted to play some more Factorio. And I wanted to play on this run, which I was going to stream the entire run. So that's why we're on this one. And I wanted to... this is a small, tiny, minuscule part of me that is a little bit petty. That wanted to show Pay how it's done. But we can ignore that part. Anyhow, let's jump right back into this shit. Damn. How the fuck do I even do that? Let's see. Stream elements. Can I set like a background thing on it? I should probably not leave the game running just so I don't get like nommed by biters while trying to fix this. Yeah, this is a jank stream, and that is fine because it's been 3 weeks anyway. Where? In the source in OBS? Oh, just put a background thing behind it? Like add a secondary source as a background? Ah, yeah, add source, color. Okay. The fuck sort of color should I use? I guess white since I have black text. Or maybe some gray something. filters. Color correction. Opacity. 0.2 maybe? Is that any better? Maybe not that much opacity. Also, maybe not that tall. It's like blocking some parts of there. Fuck it, let's roll with that, and then I can tweak it at a later point if I decide to stream more often. There we go. Actually, oh, I just remembered one last thing I was going to do. I was going to send something. Also, just to answer that last question you sent in Discord, yes, Vulcanus is considered a quote-unquote inner planet, as in like it's one of the 3 initial ones that you can reach. I just had one last thing to send and do before I get into the meat of things. There we go. Oh, right, yeah, mic sound. My bad. Yeah, no, the spaceship design that you sent the screenshot of in Discord was bad. I'm sorry, it was bad. That is not on you. That is on whatever bozo made the design and uploaded it. That was a terrible design. I'm sorry. That was, I don't know what they were thinking. I added like 0.6 decibel. There we go. Now the microphone should be a little bit louder. So I hope the audio should be a little bit better in general. Right. So, to catch us up on where we are at. Yeah, ammo capacity. Yeah, there's a lot of trial and error with the spaceships in the beginning. Anyhow, here is our factory. So, this is actually a nice place to showcase some of the things that I was talking about when it came to the designs for furnace stacks. So with this setup, this is obviously just the starter patch here, which I am going to have to supplement my factory with more because I'm starting to struggle with on certain resources. But yeah, here we've got the nice furnace stack design. Only 1 stack of copper so far, but definitely plenty of room to add on more stacks. Could add one in between here. There's more space on the side here. We've got 2 full stacks of iron, which plenty of room to extend the stacks. We've got a stack for steel here, still a little bit room to expand, and room for another one. And we've got a little brick stack here as well. You know, all the essentials. And we've got our main bus running from left to right. What do you mean? oh, you mean like the design on the factory and how things are lined up? Yeah, so like with this, I have, with some exceptions of some just like small temporary stuff here, the entire factory line is running from left to right as I add on more resources to it here, and can just keep going. And for the most part, I don't think I'll be adding any production lines on the lower side. All production is going to be happening on the upper side. So it's kind of... yeah, finding the design and direction and angles that works for you is not the easiest thing in the world. But yeah, so far we have 3 sciences up. We have red science, we have green science, we have military science. I decided to go for military science before getting the blue science from chemical, because I am going to have to deal with biters properly and seriously on this map. Okay, those were scanning areas. I thought for a second the pollution was disappearing here, which would have meant that there was an expansion here, and if that was the case, I would have had to go and deal with it immediately. But yes, so we have 2 goals today. Goal 1 is to get chemical science up and running sufficiently to the point where we can have and start making construction bots, and the second one... Yeah, I am a bit on an island. I did a lot of scouting last time, so I found I have a choke point, like a larger choke point here and a smaller one here, and then I have sort of the southern region here. Now, I don't know how far south it goes wide open, or if there is any kind of like choke point restriction further down here. I'm hoping there's something more restricted further down so that I'm able to go down and create like a choke point, because with how this world is set up, with the fact that the biters will be expanding and they will be evolving and becoming stronger, I am going to have to set up proper home defenses before I can safely travel to one of the other planets. Now, the conundrum for me at the moment is I want to get chemical science up and running, and I want to have bots before I start building the train tracks. The problem with that is I am already starting to struggle a little bit with coal, which admittedly the military science is a large part of that. I can actually restrict the grenade stockpiling quite a bit, just so that it's not eating up all of my coal. I can even do it even more, actually. I don't need that many grenades, because I think, yeah, grenades are currently my biggest consumption of coal. That, and also, you know, power. Although I might have petroleum up and running, basic petroleum at least. I could go over to petroleum power temporarily. That might actually be an option. That could save me from having to build trains first. Anyway, more importantly, we need to get plastics and sulfur processing. Oh yeah, like, going all the way to... the reason why I'm struggling with the resources, going all the way to, like, into space, even, on just coal power, fully doable. I'm on 10x science cost, so shit's expensive. It is so expensive. So I have to think about things a little bit differently. Do I care about finishing the explosives upgrade? I actually think I do want to finish this explosives upgrade before I get the plastics done, though, just because I need the good grenades to be able to clear out biter nests. But I can start prepping for plastic and red circuits in the meantime. Sulfur is actually not needed for the red circuits. Oh no, but it is needed for the science, so yeah. But we can start prepping. Let's see. We are going to need chemical plants. Okay, we have 10 of those. We've got a good amount. We can still work on yellow belts for the individual production lines, as long as the important main lines are still going off. Oh, I'm going with red belts. Did you set the... You should look at the scheduling on the ship and how it's set up, because if you want a ship to stop at a planet, you need to set in the scheduling pause schedule at the destination. Otherwise, it's just going to keep going back and forth if it doesn't have any other condition. Like, the ships are automated, the movement. Should I put a... Yeah, I should put a limit on stockpile here as well. Alright, we've got petroleum gas. We are going to need plastic for a lot of things. Let's see. So I'm probably going to make the blue signs around here. So we do petroleum processing down in this area, and the blue signs after it. Moving the blue signs up and above is going to be just fine. Yeah, that's a non-issue. I'm going to need water inputs on these. I don't have spaceships open right now, so I can't show you, but you should be able to set a condition to be pause pause when it arrives at a planet in the ship schedule. Yeah, if I do petroleum processing here, that should give me more than enough area to do blue science afterwards. Let's see, we have... Yeah, all these feeds are still working on yellow belts, but that's fine. Gonna need stone up here, regular stone. I mean, yeah, I have regular stone up here. Gonna need that for rails. Do I have? Okay, I'm gonna need more pipes. 10. Gonna need more chemical plants once we start doing cracking as well. Am I stockpiling pipes anywhere? I am not. I probably should set up a pipe stockpile, but... Ugh. Yeah, it might also, with the fact that the game can look a bit jank on stream, could be that I am running the game at a significantly higher resolution than what YouTube takes into account. Just doing the prep work for advanced oil processing. Also, I need to remember that Q and E isn't what rotates things, because I've been playing so much Railworld and Space Haven recently. It can be set these there. So this should be ready to accept advanced oil processing as soon as it's available. But I'm gonna need even more pipes. I actually need like tons of pipes. Yeah, fuck it, let me just help out with handcrafting a bunch of them. Yeah, that'll be a good amount. Right, you changed a bunch of keybinds, didn't you? Let's see. Did I have any more? Oh right, I was going to make more storage tanks as well. I need at least another 2 sets of storage tanks. actually 3, but 2 initially. Okay. So if we start with the plastic, we are going to want... Probably we could have the plastic run next to... Well, they run next to the green circuits. Remember, what do I need? What is plastic used in again? It's used in advanced circuits. It's not used directly, but indirectly in blue circuits. I think it was also used in... Yeah, it's also used in low density structures as well as... Ooh, hello! Welcome to the chat. Would you happen to be my friend on Tatsu's server that I decided to let know that I was streaming? Let's see. I think it's also used in cannon shells or rocket... No, not rockets, but I think they're used in cannon ammunition. Let me see, where's the tank? Where is the tank? Ah, yeah, Azzy. Hi, Azzy. Welcome to the stream. We are playing Factorio 10x Challenge, as I've been telling you about. Where the fuck is the tank? Am I just blind right now? There's the tank. I am just blind. Yeah, it's also used in the cannon shells for the tank. Including, I believe, in... Okay, no, they used regular, and then you take uranium to the shells. Okay. That would be they themselves who have shortened the name that way. Or Tatsu. I don't know who started calling them that. I just picked up on it. But yes, plastic time. That might be German-only slang. I don't know. Let's see, plastic needs just petroleum gas and coal, so that should be very easy to set up. We are going to need quite a bit of it, though. So I think we're just gonna do a relatively easy... it would be nice if I could just pipe it directly out. Yeah, we have plenty of space. See if I can do... Here should be fine. Okay, I should blueprint it initially. Let's make a bunch of undergrounds as well. I think I can do them in sets of 2. Yeah, that setup should work fine. It's easier to get belt saturation that way. That is pretty funny, actually. Yeah, I think it's nice to just keep it on this line. I think if I start with a simple setup with room to expand, it would probably be the best. This would mean I need to have the cracking in this area, but that's fine. So we'll just start out with 8 of them, and then we'll have room to triple up essentially. And we'll just run these up all the way here. Oh, that's clean. That's perfect, because that's just at the extended range as well. I love it. Perfect. And then we can have up. Actually, it doesn't need to go that far up when it's only... Oh yeah, I should be speaking louder. Sometimes when I'm like building stuff in Factorio, I get really into the just functioning in my own headspace. Yeah, you made it to Vulcanus. Congrats. It is a interesting place. Somehow colder than German summer. That's fucked up. I'm sorry, that's messed up, man. That is so messed up. So then we can do a loop around on the fluid flow. Just so we don't have to make like extra freaking long unnecessary line. Ran out of fuel halfway, so you were drifting. Yeah, one of the things that I picked up on quite early when it came to managing the schedule and runs of spaceships was setting conditions, like travel conditions, like do not travel unless fuel is so and so high, and do not travel unless ammunition is so and so high. That was way too many. What the fuck? Yeah, we don't need to make like unnecessary extra yellow inserters. Just use the ones we have, because we have massive stockpiles of them. Okay, so with this we should have... Nice, yeah. We should have a good line of plastic coming out here, which eventually a full red belt of plastic is going to at least last us until we can get off-world. I hope. Let's see. That way we can get coal in like this. And we can have output here. And then we are going to need power coverage. I don't know if that is sufficient. I'll just do it properly. Oh, I need to make more of those. That's fine. Still need more copper and iron though. And steel actually. There we go. That should be good enough coverage there. The question is, how do I want to do the coverage in the center? Yeah, offset by 1 is fine. Except when it... This is gonna bug me. is gonna bug me if I don't do it properly. That's good enough for this part. So then I just need to unlock the plastics, and I will have that up and running with plenty of room to expand. Just need the coal feed in. I don't actually know the lore behind the like what has happened on Vulcanus or why. Like the fact that there's like the carbonized trees there. I don't actually know. Maybe it's the fault of the worms. Who knows? Have you seen one yet? Oh, the worms! Oh, you're in for a treat. You are in for a treat, my friend. What worms? Oh boy. Yeah, do you see if you look at your map on Vulcanus? The red... Yeah, go look inside those red borders. Just don't build anything inside them. Just go take a look and see. And you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. I don't know, why don't you go stomping around there and see if you attract something? Well, who knows, Azzy? Who knows? There's lots of things we don't know about Factorio, and lots of things we probably never will know because the devs have chosen not to elaborate. They do call you a worm. I think that was of your own choosing, though, or you kind of invited it. Can I reach over with the red one here? I can. Nice. Just keep looking further. You'll find one eventually. This is mildly annoying because the split needs to be earlier. Okay, this is some slight spaghetti, but we're fine with that. We're fine with some mild spaghetti. It doesn't have to be perfect. We can tolerate the Italians a little bit. What recipes do we actually have access to? Okay, we can make solid fuel from petroleum gas, but I think once we have the advanced oil processing up and running, I think I'm going to actually make solid fuel from set up making solid fuel from light oil, since it's the most efficient, and replace our coal with that. I think that'll be for the best. Got the coal feed. That should be good for the plastic. As soon as plastic is done researching, that is. In 13 minutes. Oh yeah, I know. That's why I'm making joke about Italians, because of pay. I like messing with my friends. Don't worry about it. Now the storage. I guess I could prep to set up cracking as well, since I'm already have it kind of ready for it. Already setting up the storages at least. Did she do it to piss you off? That's hilarious. Or did she just happen to do it because she thinks that's, like, fine? You said you wouldn't mind at some point. So you lied. Alright. Pipes. Lots of pipes. Somehow I'm not too surprised by that. Chem plants. I think I'm gonna set up. I'm gonna set up a 4. Yeah, 4 configuration for cracking. Does mean I'm gonna have to do the funky lines though. This is going to be light oil to petroleum gas. Then we're going to need to have a storage bank in between. With enough space in between. That should be fine. Then this is going to be light oil. No, it needs to be one further up because the light oil is usually the middle one. Like that. Then we can make the same array below. Actually, can I just, if I do this, yeah, that lines up nicely. Actually, it doesn't line up nicely, hold up. Now it lines up nicely, and I need to go and fix that. Yeah. No. So when it comes to starting from scratch on a new planet, the 3 inner planets, so Vulcanus, Fulgora, and Gleba, are designed in such a way where if you crash land on the planet and already have the technology necessary to get to that planet, then you can start from literally nothing and work your way up to actually being able to launch a ship. So it's assuming that you don't find some kind of exploit with technology to get yourself to the planet before you have the tech to go there. It is literally impossible to get yourself stranded on those other planets. You can, of course, on Gleba, because Gleba has enemies, you can get caught in a death loop if you get overrun. But with Vulcanus and Fulgora, that can't happen, so it's literally impossible to be stranded on those. Whereas with the last planet, which is after those three, you can get stranded. There is actually a mod that makes it so that you can start on those planets that just adjusts the tech tree in such a way that it's possible to start from scratch on the other planets, and you can just change it in the mod settings. I have been thinking about playing with that mod at some point. Could be fun. But I want to complete, like, actually finish the game and get to an ending in the regular game first. But yeah, it is. You can't. It's to make sure that you can't get crash landed and make sure that you can find your way off world, which I think is very good that they have that as a function in the game. I think that's actually kind of important. I have not beaten Space Age. No, I have gone to all three of the inner planets. I still haven't actually gone to the fifth planet, the one that's after the inner planets. So no, I have not beaten the game. That is true. And also, the main reason for that is just I have started up the game multiple times and gone through multiple playthroughs, but for the most part, those playthroughs have been in co-op, and then kind of things are just, you know, petered out because people move on to different games. It's like there is, well, at fifth if you count Navis, because there is one planet after the three inner planets that you can go to. So yeah. No, there is one planet after, like, I'm not going to spoil, like, a big deal. There is one planet that is after the three inner ones, and with technology from that one, you are able to reach the stage of the game that is considered like the victory screen where you get the end screen. Yeah, so yeah, counting Navis, there's 5 planets. Yes. I'm not saying anything more. I'm just saying you need technology from all planets in order to reach the victory screen. And I'm not going to say anything about what's on more planets. That should be heavy oil. And then I just need water in here, which should be relatively easy. Because I need the water feed to be here. That. That looks a bit nicer. Yeah, there's only one other thing that I want to mention, but I think it's fine to wait to mention it until you've at least reached all 3 of the inner planets. Yeah, there's one last, like, pseudo-important thing to know about the last planet. But yeah. It's not important right now. And lastly, power. Let's see. I know it's technically not necessary with power here, but I don't know if it does, is the thing. That's the one reason I'm like considering telling you, because I don't know if the game does tell you. I hope it does, but I haven't gotten to that point myself, so I don't know. Oh yeah, by the way, when you are on a new planet, you get like new entries added to, like, you should get like some pop-up messages with some like tutorial information. And those are quite important because they tell you a lot about the mechanics of that planet. I think it also gets added into... Is it into the Factoriopedia? No, into the tips and tricks. Pollution does not matter on Vulcanus. No, it does not. Yeah, in the tips and tricks, it should there should be like a segment for... Yeah, like you get like the planetary briefing. And that gives you a lot of important information. One of the very key resources on Vulcanus, as you might have discovered already, is sulfur. Yeah, it unlocks them as you progress and discover the different planets. So, like, if you go and look in the tips and tricks, you won't necessarily spoil yourself, and it does unlock things gradually. Yeah, it's quite well designed in that sense, I think. Let's see, we've got all the oil refining preparations done. So I'm just going to do a quick biter check, see if there's any obvious expansions. I need to clear out these nests up here sooner rather than later, to be honest. I have the explosives upgrade, which helps, but still not quite there. I was about to say, why the fuck is the coal not coming up here? And that's, yeah, obviously it's not getting up there because I haven't connected it. Because I'm stupid. There we go. How much coal is this going to eat? I will know in a moment. Plastic! And then I can just copy the recipe. Oh, my power is struggling. Oof. That is not good. That is not good. I really need to get that fuel processing up and running so I can make proper. Alright, so I've got plastic, and I've got a pretty good flow through of plastic. It's taking... When running at full steam, it's taking 8 coal per second, which... I don't like it. It's a bit much, but I'll have to live with it. Alright. So we need advanced circuits, we need sulfur, and then chemical science. And once I have chemical science up and running, probably the first thing I need is advanced oil processing, like immediately. And I'm gonna need to make a proper engine unit stack, which I loathe. Engine units is one of the more annoying things to make in this game. Anything else I would even consider putting in the line first? Not really, because I need this ASAP. Okay. Well, let's get more lines up and running. I have a feeling that this here is going to be probably sulfur? Yeah, probably sulfur. Sulfur and a few other small things. I don't need to extend all these lines immediately, but part of my brain that's going to start screaming if I don't. Do I have any grenades on me? Yeah, I do. So I'm just committing a little bit of mild eco-terrorism. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Unnecessary damage on the belts. Repair kits. Oh, I had some already. I am freaking blind. There we go. Okay. Fuck. Should I just do something about the fuel issue right away? I feel like I kind of have to, because it's getting pretty bad. It's getting kind of bad. Like, I need to stop burning coal. Or stop burning as much coal. I should have put this coal deposit earlier in the line. Should put it much earlier in the line. If I have the fuel processing up here. Yeah, like once you get to the other planets, unless you have like a ton of infinite research that you have things set up to keep running, you can kind of just leave the Navi space semi-dormant, which is nice because then it doesn't pollute as much. Yeah. Yeah, like that is actually part of like the nice safety layer is if you're not super worried about having infinite researchers going constantly while you're off world, you can just leave it be. And that's fine. Wait, am I underproducing red science? What? I guess I am. Huh. I guess the red science hasn't been stockpiled as hard. Yeah. Well, I guess I could increase production significantly by swapping out the assembly machines, so that's that. I feel like I want to do something about the fuel issue immediately. Yeah, I should. Could run. No, that would be jank as hell. Yeah, I need to solve the fuel issue now. Otherwise the coal is going to be driving me insane. Bunch of steel. Let's get some chemical plants. Where do I run that belt? This is going to be one of those stupid belts. Yeah, there's going to be one of those very stupid belts that are going to be replaced eventually, but that is completely fine. Of course I put it in a way where it gets in the way of the fucking pumps. Check the belt stockpile. I actually really need to have the power issue solved before I start producing blue science, otherwise my factory's going to start chugging immediately. Oh fuck. There they are. There they are, little bastards. Let's see how many of them there are. Should have seen this coming. Combat tab. I don't have any. Oh, it's one. A single one. Hello? You rude little motherfucker? Could you not? Thank you. Entities destroyed. Oh yeah, it did actually break some of it. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way of befriending them. Where did it destroy? I don't see any destroyed mining drills. I see some destroyed belts. That's what it was. That power ball was actually like unnecessary. But yeah, no, unfortunately there's no mechanics for like befriending or taming them. The only thing even somewhat close to it is not particularly friendly. But yeah, that means that there is some nest somewhere here that is consuming pollution. And I'm probably going to have to go and find out where it is. Or I really should go and find out where it is. Oh yeah, offshore pumps are crazy. They got majorly buffed as well in 2.0. They're incredibly powerful. Yeah, they're crazy technology. Yeah, I'm actually underproducing red signs. No, I don't care. I'm gonna let it underproduce because I don't want to strain my power by forcing more production of everything else. Power first or deal with biters first? That was a lone biter, that's fine. I can fix the power first. Just change the recipe on these ones later. Just need fuel. Because oil is, amusingly, compared to the real world, an infinite resource in this game. Yeah, and this setup is temporary until the point I get access to nuclear power, because once I get that, then kind of everything's going to get replaced. So I'm going to wait until I actually have the belt here with fuel coming in properly before I start replacing. Yes. However, you do have the necessary tools to make it. have you looked at some of the new recipes you've unlocked on Vulcanus? 'Cause I think actually I can show you some of it from here. So let's see, where is Vulcanus? Alright, so you have Planet Discovery Vulcanus. And here is one of the first things you get when you mine calcite. It's called calcite processing. You have a recipe called acid neutralization. So lets you turn sulfuric acid, which are in vents, into steam. You have steam into water, and then you have this here, which you can turn coal and calcite and sulfuric acid into heavy oil. Yeah, you need to mine calcite, like mine an entity of calcite in order to unlock these recipes. But these recipes are essential to get you started on Vulcanus. Because you have you see this one here that lets you make heavy oil, and that lets you then, yeah, no worries. It's an easy thing to potentially miss, so don't worry about it. Here we have the fuel coming in, and this fuel is significantly more energy dense compared to compared to the coal that we're burning here. And that should fix our power production. Once the power production is fixed, though, I actually need to go and take care of those biters, because otherwise I'm gonna have fucking nightmares about them. This weird ass thing here is kind of dumb, so I'm gonna have to move this chest at some point, but I'll leave it for now. Alright, the fuel is getting here. So it's gonna be a momentary drop in productivity, but I'm gonna turn this coal around. Yes, everyone is trapped in the factory mines. There we go. Proper fuel. Proper fucking fuel. Right. Let's see. Nice little fuel handover here. I'm impatient. Nah. Trapped on Vulcanus, nice and cold. You're not the only person who would ever say that. Actually, no, I get where it's coming from. How many red bells on me? Yes. Okay, good. I think feeding the line into this is going to be the right choice. Oh. Now they back at it again, little rats. Ah, fuck, it's stuck on the... Piss off! There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and do a little bit of biter cleanup soon. You got the alert sound. If I do input priority, it should use this first. You still haven't seen a single worm. That is very surprising, actually. Yeah. Just so you don't get any, like, unpleasant surprises for your factory, as long as you don't build in the red, you're fine. Put down a couple of radars and you'll be able to find it eventually. This will be coal dump spot. Yeah, you'll get more materials. Don't worry, you'll get what you need. Yeah, volcanous worms. Oh yeah, I'm talking about the volcanous worms, not the like spitter, not the spitter worms in the early game. Yeah, the metals on Vulcanus, once you have your first foundry up and running, resource scarcity stops being a thing on Vulcanus. You just need to get a foundry. I need some dump storage. Okay, here's an open space. I can make some dump storage here. There's some things I just have too much of that is just piling up. Go away, go away, go away. Okay, actually not all of this is dump storage, but whatever. Yeah. I'm glad you're having fun with it, though. Vulcanus is by far my favorite out of the 3 planets, but I wouldn't say any of them are, like, inherently bad. It's just, they are different types of challenges. Some people struggle more with some of them than others. And that's fine. It's just how it be. Alright, inventory full. Hold on. Pick up the rest of this. Right. I did put those the wrong way. Alright, so this should let me dump coal from here into the main line. And now coal is no longer an issue anywhere because I have my fuel covered. Nice. I didn't send you to Trash Planet Hell. I sent you to Fulgora because I thought it was going to be easier. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Thranium. I was surprised by how much you struggled with some of the things on Fulgora. And I don't mean this in a rude way. I was just surprised. No offense meant. Am I struggling on power? I'm going to struggle on power. I should expand it. Let's see. 2, 4. That is the opposite of trash. I thought he was going to be able to master it, was the thing. All of the planets have their own individual challenges, which I find to be very interesting. Fixing the power bit. Where's my car? Should probably also pick up some fish, though I have a feeling that I probably shouldn't be eating the fish from this pond here in the middle, but, you know, who cares? Probably not the healthiest thing in the world. Anyway. Where's my car? I should get some more grenades. Oh, now the science is running. Oh, right, yeah, that's because some techs have different science consumption rates. So because the consumption rate went up, that's probably why it ate through all my red science. Yeah. Where are my grenade storages? They are here. And a bit more red ammo. Ooh, also, I have solid fuel now, so I can use solid fuel in my car instead of coal. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, there's definitely biters that I need to... There's a biter nest I need to get rid of now. Very small attack though, it's just like a single biter that just... stray biter that just shows up. I'm surprised there aren't more. Did you find the worm? Where the hell is it coming from? It has to be south. Because I'm not seeing the pollution get consumed anywhere else. You keep getting heart attacks from hearing the alert sound. I'm sorry, I can't help but find that funny. Reminds me of when I got the like your ship is taking damage sound from EVE Online as like a soundboard on Discord and fucked with people. That was also brilliant. Yeah, I thought that the raid was going to be bigger than that, because like I have significantly more forgiving settings on this world compared to the one that you and I played on Thuranium, but still, it's not like... Oh nice, the dead end. That means it's going to be even more narrow here. But yeah, I don't know where the fuck that biter was coming from. Like what nest it was traveling from. Ah. Okay, yeah. That is definitely an expansion nest. Alright. Let's get to work. That is a big worm. Hello. Oh! Oh! My car! Holy shit, how has my car not been destroyed? I am struggling to kill the big biter. That was very close. And that is another nest. But yeah, this one is definitely the one that's been sending out the raids. But yeah, I'm noticing I'm in... getting into range of things that are hard to kill. Definitely gonna have to be getting damage research and explosives. Okay. Fuck! Oh no! No, that's bad. Oof. That's bad. Oh no, I have military science up and running, but I've had to, yeah. I've had to prioritize things differently. But yeah, 10x science is noticeable on the resource costs of things. Let's see. Yes, I need... Let's see. It's mainly just I haven't had the chance to make a lot of the things I need in the time span where those things are needed. Now I just need weapons and I need to deal with that stuff. But yeah, that was just careless by me. I got caught. Yeah, I haven't started blue science yet. So I don't have access to the tank. Really, you don't need blue science for the tank, but you need... yeah, I haven't made the tank yet. Oh, yeah, no, you need blue science for the tank, but you don't need it for rocketry. But I do need sulfur and explosives, so yeah. Yeah, I haven't gotten to the necessary techs yet to have the like first layer of really efficient anti-biter measures. I need to make a new car. I need to dump some of this garbage. Yeah, no, they're probably a good idea to bring some turrets for this. Let's see where I have that additional side storage. Here. Yeah, I should have like set up turrets that'll help me clear out stuff. Should grab more ammo. Yeah, I thought I could do this one without a portable turret bastion, but I'm gonna need it probably. Well, I am going to need one. Should make a backup car. And man, I forgot I had fish. I should have used fish. Let's see, what else should I bring? I think that's enough to clear. Oh, I need fuel for the car, actually. Okay. Turrets, ammo. I'm not going to have blue science up and running in time to start researching that immediately, so that means I should squeeze in some other military things in between. I can't get any more damage research. Actually, wait, no, I can get shooting speed. I can get 2 levels of shooting speed still. Actually, no, fuck it. Projectile damage first. Damage before shooting speed. Nope, not all that. And to grab some fish. Hopefully I won't need it. Okay, we try again. Yeah, thankfully it was a very small nest, so that's why I was sending small raids. But I'm noticing, like, even with the small nests, they are growing strong enough now to where I need to get to the next stage of combat tech in order to be able to safely deal with the nests. Isn't there a fucking button to, like... Am I... Oh yeah, control was the fucking key for it. I think that's close enough with the turret crawl that I can start working on moving the base itself. Oh, look at these tanky motherfuckers. I'm not doing enough damage to the nests themselves yet. It's building up too many items at once. Yeah, because I have a relatively high evolution factor on, so the biters grow stronger with time. Car broke down, and that includes the fuel. I didn't have any spare fuel with me. Fuck. This is starting to become annoying. Yeah, no, it's looking more and more like I need to do it on that scale. But I hate doing that. It's just annoying to do it that way. But I might have to. Yeah, it's just me underestimating what I need to clear things out. Yeah. God, I don't even have fuel to drive the car back. Actually, I can get some wood. Yeah, no, I'm gonna need to scale up my tools to deal with that. God, I wish I had bots. It's so much easier to turret creep when you have bots. Now though, I'm gonna just while I work on getting better solutions. Did you not bring any bots with you to Volcanoes? Like, one of the things that they're not needed. It's just I prefer it. But yeah, one thing that like, obviously it's like one of the ways you can adjust how challenging you make the game for yourself, but like, you could, for example, launch up a bunch of construction bots that you can then drop down on the new planet to bring with you when you go to a new planet. But a part of the challenge, if you want to go like, oh yeah, you want to start from nothing, is okay, you've got to make your own bots. So that's another one of those things, like, you can adjust how. Yeah, you can. So, like, you on your person can't bring anything with you, but items that are on the ship and in the cargo on the ship, you can just drop down to the surface. If you don't have, like, a cargo landing pad, you can bring a cargo landing pad and bring down. But even if you don't have a cargo landing pad, if you drop something down to a planet without having a cargo landing pad, the item will just drop on the ground as like a small supply pod in the same rough spawn area where you land when you go to the planet. Yes, you can bring a cargo landing pad, but you don't need it. It's convenient so that you have everything deployed in one place. Now, the only thing, it won't let you bring a rocket launch pad, like a fully constructed rocket launch pad. It is more challenging to do it the way that you're doing right now, and a lot of people enjoy that challenge, and I can very much understand that. Yeah, that's completely fair. The only one where I wouldn't do that. Nice, first foundry. Now, piece of advice: all subsequent foundries, make them in the foundry, not in an assembler. Do not make foundries in assemblers after the first one. Let's see. I need explosives, which means I need sulfur. Let's make some fucking sulfur. Why do you need two foundries? I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, you need two to get the materials needed, but you can still use the first foundry to build the second foundry, and the third is what you should do. You can also store it, yes. You can't store it and change the recipe. Sulfur is just water and petroleum gas. What's slow? Oh, power, yeah. Yeah, actually, by the way, have you found the trick to the power on Vulcanus yet? Because there is, Vulcanus has its own gimmick for power that, like, basically gives you fucking unlimited power. Yeah, that's I've set up for... I'm not going to build this until I need it. I'm actually going to delete it, this part, so that I don't build it unnecessarily later. I think that should be enough to saturate a red belt, yeah. I haven't done the math on it. Solar power is stronger, but that's not the true gimmick. You can make steam. Not just make steam, you can make copious amounts of steam, in fact. Just look at the conversion ratio of sulfuric acid to steam. Oh, I need to pick up belts. Like, sulfur is stronger on Vulcanus, but it's still just like a step up for bootstrapping the factory. Yeah, and yeah, you do the good steam turbines, yeah. Yeah, we got bottlenecked a lot on plastic on our save. But I remember scaling up the plastic production multiple times. There's a reason that I've set up this here with 8, and I've accommodated to triple it if needs be. Because you need so much plastic for low density structures, especially. Insane amounts. So we're researching flamballs and then rocketry. And once rocketry is done, I can't research stronger explosives, but I think with rocketry I should have enough to deal with those things. We can get physical projectile damage, and then Wait, hold up. I haven't even researched modular fucking armor yet. What the hell am I doing? I'm a lunatic. Absolute madness. H to mirror. Then I was going to have the... Let's see. This. I was wondering what the hell you were talking about. I'm like, ah, okay. You're being a weirdo. Never mind. Everything is as per usual. I think the piping should be correct here now. Then I just need the water to be correctly piped. That's the don't have inserters on me either. A lot of the shit that I like usually consider like, oh yeah, no, I always have this in my inventory is now gone because it's down in my freaking corpse down there. Makes me annoyed. I have to deal with that soon. That also includes the fact that I didn't have proper power poles. I should also pick up some walls just to have standby. And we've got sulfur. Now I'm gonna need to set up making explosives immediately. Yeah. Like, the sulfur is gonna be needed for other stuff as well, but I need to get the explosives up and running immediately. Might even have to do some hand feeding on some of that stuff. Coal and sulfur. Get me some splitters. Yeah, foundries are insanely good. Oh. I usually make the sulfur not immediately on site, but I try to place the production that needs sulfur close to where I'm making the sulfur, because I tend to do most petroleum products in one particular area, at least pre-planetary tech. I think my temp turret setup worked. It did. Good. I'm quickly draining through my iron, though. Not sure if I'm gonna have to belt or train this iron. We'll see. Components. Yeah, it's real spaghetti hours, but whatever. Desperate situations require no call for desperate solutions. Alright, we've got explosives. Researching rocketry. I need blue tech for the big rockets, though. I think the regular ones will be fine, because I can use them to take out the nest as long as I have enough turrets to keep me safe while I do it. Okay, that should work. But yeah, I'm gonna double this. I need red circuits to make those anyway. Well, let's at least get the production lines up while we are at it. I think this is roughly where we're going to have the reds. I'm just going to blueprint this so I don't have to think about it. Those biters really making things I planned today take longer, but I shouldn't be surprised. I really shouldn't be surprised. Can start blueprinting for reds. Well, it doesn't exactly mean 10x Biter Angry, but it does mean that I'm consuming a lot more than I normally would, and therefore producing more pollution. So it does mean that I have more bullshit to deal with, yes, absolutely. Let's see what the numbers were like. Let's see, 1 copper can cover 6 red circuit assemblers. How many red circuit assemblers am I going to want, though? At least 12. Minimum. And if I'm going to double feed, then I'm going to want the plastic and greens on one and the copper on the other. Question is, do I do the weave? I'll probably do the weave, right? I fucking think so. Let's see. This could technically be fed with a single copper cable assembly machine. Blue circuit. I'm not scaling for blue circuit yet. I'm gonna be building red circuits in a way now where I can like double or triple it. Like I have enough space to double or triple it. I need it up and running so that I can get chemical science, so that I can deal with the fucking biters and start working on the power solution, because I'm gonna have to go nuclear. Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna have to go nuclear. I'm producing a plastic for that, thankfully. Okay, but while I am doing this, I need to start handcrafting rockets. There we go. Let's assume we have the output, this, we have input, and then we're going to be feeding in. Doesn't look as clean when done this way. It has to be set up that way. In order to not look jank as hell. Okay, I have the option of making it look even cleaner, but it is going to mean slight overproduction, I think. But if it's slight overproduction, I could do productivity modules and save on materials. Because then I could do... me coming up with new ways to solve problems that I've solved in the past, but I don't remember how I solved them. So that would mean... This actually looks kind of neat, kind of clean, a little bit. There's still some jank with the power poles. This. just need some undergrounds to make it look nice. Yeah, I do care about this aesthetics as well. Let's covers everything that needs to be covered, and it gives all the materials that need to be fed. The only thing is that this belt is not balanced, but it doesn't need to be, because the throughput it only needs is only needs a throughput of 4 items per second, which is like nothing, and this can output that. Or, well, no, it needs an output of 2 items per second, which it can output here. This should work. Alright, how's my handcrafting going? I have over 100 rockets. Excellent. Now this red circuit design can both be stacked upwards and duplicated sideways. So since I have the sulfur here, it would be convenient to make the chemical science around here. Which means I could have the red circuits close to it. That does mean I'm going to have to split the red circuit output, but that's fine because I probably want to prioritize split it anyway. So I could have this entire design just neatly placed about... I'm giving myself a decent amount of space to work with. Neatly placed about here. Yeah, I can even like stack it like this, and it expands nicely. And I could even build it on the side, even mirror it. Even mirror it and share the feed on that, if I wanted to. Yeah, I think that works as an expandable design. Big thing I'm going to need to make for that, though, is the tier 2 assembly machines, which we will get to. But how many of those assembly machines am I going to need? That's 12, 15. Ah. We got modular armor. Ugh, do I make modular armor before I go deal with the goddamn biters? Maybe I should. Gives me a little bit more protection and helps me not get fucking murdered. Okay, that looks nice. Oh. No range. There we go. Ah, so many things I need to make. Can't wait until I get proper logistics bots up and running. It's always the big freaking milestone. I'm gonna need a bunch of those. Do have a good amount of inserters, and I can make more. Yeah, there's a lot of handcrafting still going on because once I have proper logistics bots, and not just talking about the construction bots, but like actual logistics, then it's so much easier to get a lot of the amenities up and running in this game. Especially if I can get that preloaded blueprint thing up and running again. It's basically a special blueprint that lets me select, like I just place it down and lets me select what I wanted to make, and it sets up the recipes and everything. Incredibly convenient. So we should probably make more turrets to go to when I'm gonna go down and deal with the biters. 10 billion multitasking things. Oh yeah, my iron is starting to struggle. How much left in the patch now? 500k? Yeah. And the throughput is poor, to say the least. Also, that's disconnected. That shouldn't be disconnected. I just know if I set up a mine here, it's just gonna fucking attract so many biters. Don't like it. I was about to say, what's eating up stone and all the rest? Oh, right, yeah, I'm making bricks. Making bricks again. Nice. Get the power poles. Oh. Realizing this design looks really jank in some ways, even though I think it looks clean. Fuck. Oh well. Ah, well, who cares? Yeah, I mean, like, it works, and, like, I'm actually kind of happy with it. It's not optimal. Like, these copper cable machines, like, they are producing 3 cables per second, whereas the 4 machines it's feeding is only consuming 2 per second. But that means I can, in the modules, put in productivity modules, which will lower the speed of production, and therefore lower the effective output per second. But in total, it's going to lower the material consumption as well. So that way I can save materials, and like building an extra assembly machine isn't that much trouble. And it allows me to make this design. Especially, the nice part about it is I can very easily just stack it like this if I need to expand it. And I can just keep stacking up, or I can mirror it. Could even share supply feed belt in here or not, depending on how much material flow I need. And just, yeah, keep working on it like that. So yeah, I like it. I'm pretty happy with it. So the material in the feed, I'm gonna need plastic and green circuits on the same belt. The easiest way to do that is to do a underground. Oh, it can actually be immediate. Like this. Like that. Fuck, I could have done it cleaner. Do I move it one to the... Yeah, it's going to bother me if I don't move it. That's getting me the plastic and green circuits. Did I make enough inserters to finish the setup? Let's find out. I think I did. I think so, yeah. Yes, I did. Okay, so the entire blueprint is built. Now it just needs copper, and then finally power. And that should be everything for red circuits. It just needs to saturate the cables here. Let's see. Nice. Yeah, none of them are missing input. Excellent. Red circuits! Good, that means I can make modular armor before I go. Modular armor. Yippee! It is indeed a yippee. The bane of belt throughput. The red circuits, that is. Yeah, the getting enough red circuits, getting enough circuits is always the nightmare of these games. That is very, very true. Am I running out of oil? No. I don't think so. But this is very inefficient compared to what it could or should be. Okay, let's pick up some more walls and let's go deal with these fucking biters before they deal with us. Switch over to combat. Grab some fish. Put some walls down on the bar. You know, the important stuff. So I wonder, where's the next oil? There's oil there. This field I've already hooked up properly. I'm definitely going to need one more access to oil before going off-world, so that'll be a challenge when I get to it. I'm just going to leave this track here. Fuck, I need to pick up more ammo. I forgot about that. So yeah, modular armor, there, more inventory space and more defense. Also get some fuel for my car, just some spare fuel. Grab that. Ammo. Alright. Okay, time to deal with biters. Oof. Actually wasn't as far south as I thought it was going to be once I actually went in a direct line. Just me not having explored enough. Let's see. Oh, fuck. No! No! God damn it! Oh! There's another biter nest that's expanded into the cloud. Fuck. took out 2. Wait, does that mean... No, please no. Please no, 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 no. Please tell me they haven't. Okay, they haven't touched the oil field. If they haven't touched the oil field, they probably came from over here. Oh, let me deal with the one that I know about first. Also because I want to get this fucking character corpse location marker off because it's fucking with my HUD. I think this should be enough to let me deal with it. Because I think I outrange. Okay, I barely don't outrange the big one. Please die. Them, not me! Oh! Holy fuck! How? In the hells? I did not bring enough ammo for this. Should have waited the like extra 2 minutes for physical damage to finish researching. Doo-doo. Yeah, getting jump scared by the sound again. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to reassess my goals for the stream though, because I probably won't be having trains and bots done this stream. I think at most I'll have bots researching this stream, looking at the time and looking at my other plans for today. So yeah. So I'm gonna uncap the storage here slightly and grab everything. Because holy fuck. But I do think, I think 10x, I mean, my plans for this stream was to get, oh, what other plans other than streaming? Chores? Cooking dinner? Playing Final Fantasy? You know, stuff. What you're gonna watch? I don't know. I'm not your like live service stream feed. It's not my problem. Alright, projectile damage up is going to help immensely with turrets. That big worm's fucking regenerated most of the damage I dealt to. Okay, yeah, the damage research is already doing like tons of work. Oh, I stepped in acid for half a second. Ow. Fuck you, game. Fuck you, game. Now I'm actually a little annoyed. Okay, get me a fucking car so I can get down there and get back to work. Steel iron engine. I don't need that, man. Got to do the last thing I wanted to do as well. I need to grab more fish. Which I'm actually going to do that before I drive over there. You fish. Yes, game, I know my corpse is over there. Shut up. Get to my corpse without... Okay, thankfully I can loot my corpse without having to... And of course I didn't pick up the armor immediately. Okay, we try again. With the power of fish, anything's possible. I need to start fucking looking. I'm... Okay, that... Seriously. Swear to God. That was like one rocket away. I'm just going to run down there and deal with it. And once I'm done with the spider base, I'm probably maybe going to have to take a break for the day. Because I can feel the tilt coming in, and I don't want to have to deal with that. Before I got too frustrated by this, I was going to say, I think 10x is a good way to increase challenge in this game. It's sending another biter raid. Because without expressly making, like, you know, playing on death world settings and making essentially everything a race against time, you are creating an additional layer of challenge that, like, problem solving that puts a degree of pressure on. Like one more tap on that fucking worm and it's dead. There we go. Fuck you, worm. Fucking evolution factor is just high enough that the rockets don't one-shot the large spitters. Single fish left. And I'm out of fish. Almost done with this. Oh. Stop spawning big biters! Just die already. Need more fire rate tech. Like, rockets, once you get proper fire rate, are so good. One nest down. Or one pack down. Fucking hell. Let's see what's even relevant to recover here. Because burner drills can be just fucking left there, I don't give a shit. Actually, I should bring the car over so that I can pick things up, because otherwise that message is just going to sit there. Pick up this car. Clean it up once I get back. Can I get everything? Okay, good. Do I want for this? I'm gonna repair before I pick things up. So I can put the rest of these in here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to get high explosive rockets and tanks, probably tanks with explosive cannon shells up and running pretty soon. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to clear out Biden nest sufficiently enough. So that is a bit of a race. Alright, let's head back and regroup before I lose my goddamn mind. So I'm gonna do a quick sweep west and north, just so I can identify where those other biters were coming from. Just so I know where and what I have to deal with next time. Let's see. These turrets have been doing their job. That's good. These drills don't need to be running anymore. Which is by itself problematic because low on iron. I might have to belt hook up this secondary iron mine here, but that makes it even more important to find out where the fuck the biters out to the west are coming from. So I don't see any of the... Ah, no, there it is. I see it. It's gotta be here. Or one of these areas. Probably an expansion around here somewhere. It's snuck its way into my pollution cloud. Yep, there it is. Oh fuck. Yeah, and I can see what it's got. It is got fuck-ass biters. Oh, fuck-ass big worm. It was exactly where I pinpointed it to be. Oh, it's only a single spawner, but there is 1, 2, 3 big worms. Ew. I don't like that. However, because it's only a single spawner, that might make it viable to deal with quite easily. Especially since that spawner is only a spitter spawner. Right. Let's actually room for more research. Yeah, shooting speed and damage. What? Oh, no. Fuck. Ah, some of them got past. That means there's also something, again, south that they're spawning from. Oh, goddamn bugs! Fucking hell. Oh, they cut the coal feed. How nice of them. Shits. That means that there's something down south that they're spawning from again. Probably right there. I see you. That's big worm in the center. 3 spitters, 1 regular. Yeah, I need a resupply before I can deal with that. But at least I know where the direction is, so I can set up some turrets to ward them off. Yeah, thankfully the attacks aren't large enough to be massively threatening to my base. They're still at the stage of being primarily a frustration. But they are a hindrance to, you know, safely expanding. There we go. That'll have to work for now. But yeah, I think I am going to leave it at that for now, though. Significantly less progress done today than I had hoped, unfortunately. Distracted by dealing with biters. But then again, that's kind of what you expect with Factorio, especially when you're playing on settings that are making the game more challenging. But we were able to more properly get our oil production set up. We got explosives going, we've got red circuits ready, and we have fixed our fuel situation so that we're no longer burning coal. The biters definitely got in the way. But it's part of the challenge. So now we are burning salt fuel instead. Environmental-wise, just as bad. But at least now we have a different kind of fuel source. And there's still some worms that we're going to have to kill here, but at least they don't spawn more shit. So we have a nest down here that we are going to have to clear out next time. Other than that, though, the next plan is definitely getting the blue science up and running. And I think, I don't know if rushing bots is the right play, because I think I need to make the goddamn tank first so that I can start doing some more clearing. Either way, blue science is the next thing to do. So yeah, I am gonna save the game right here as a 10x challenge. And hopefully it won't be as much as 3 weeks, but more like less than a week until next time I stream. So, hey, and anyone else here showing up, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.